Now to a news story that's been rolling on since last weekend. Music identity Ian Molly Meldrum remains in a critical but stable condition in Melbourne's Alfred Hospital after a fall at his home on Thursday.
Doctors have told Meldrum's family they plan to bring him slowly out of that coma sometime this week. The ABC's Ryan Shields joins us now from outside the Alfred Hospital. Ryan, good morning. Some good news overnight.
That's right, there has been some good news. As you say, Molly Meldrum does remain in an induced coma and officially is still critical, albeit in a stable condition, but there have been some developments overnight. I'm joined by Molly's manager, Mark Clemens. Mark, Molly opened his eyes.
Apparently, yes. As I understand it, during the night they reduced the sedation slightly. As a result of that, he opened his eyes for a short time. It was a fairly deliberate, slow movement. He then closed his eyes, but it was a positive step. So still cautiously optimistic we are, and it's still early days, but certainly a positive step.
And was he lucid at all? I guess apart from anything else, he would still be heavily drugged and sedated.
Absolutely, and that will continue as I understand it today. They're not about to reduce that sedation to the extent that that he comes out of all of the induced coma situation. So yeah, it was just an eye movement, but it was a positive one.
And I guess the reduction in the sedation came after, as I understand it, a CAT scan yesterday, which did show that the swelling or the pressure is reducing.
That's my understanding as well, Ryan, yes, absolutely. So all good news, fingers crossed.
And what's the next step? Obviously, it's a slow road from here of bringing him out and seeing how he goes.
Sure.
Is the question, will he respond, or the damage that will be done, if and when he does come out of this?
Look, it is a slow response, and as I understand it, the reduction in the sedation is a slow process as well, so that's the primary focus, and hopefully that'll all happen before Christmas. And then, of course, there's the physical injuries that have to be dealt with, and I think that we can say that there's probably going to be a couple of operations required with the chest injuries and the shoulder injuries.
Well, it's going to be a long road, isn't it? People will be
a very
quite
long road.
Excited by this, but we're not near the end yet.
We're certainly not near the end. He's still listed as critical, but certainly positive signs, so we're very, very excited about that.
I remember you saying a couple of days ago, and we heard it over the weekend, just the outpouring of emotion and support from the Australian community and internationally. Has that continued?
Oh, look, it has. It's been extraordinary, and we're so thrilled, and Molly's family, and Molly will be eventually too, when he sees it all and hears it all. He'll be humbled by it and probably embarrassed by it, but it's been extraordinary from people who have never met him to obviously celebrities who know him well. It's been an outpouring worldwide. Even the Susan Boyle fan club in the US, who have never met him but saw him do an interview with Susan Boyle, fell in love with him and wanted to express their concerns and interest.
Molly doesn't get embarrassed, does he?
Oh, trust me, he does. He probably doesn't show it, but he does.
Fair enough then. So from here, is the family and his close friends been able to stay with him this whole time and be with him when he did?
Look, it's a very restricted access into the ICU unit for very obvious reasons on doctors' advice. So it's just really the immediate family that have been in to see him, and they obviously visit him regularly, and that's been fantastic. But for friends out there, I know there's so many who are just so keen to see him. I just ask that they be patient, and that's the best thing that we can ask for and hope for a speedy recovery.
That's right, and all our wishes are obviously with him. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Baby steps, but developments nonetheless. Back to you. Thank you.
All good news so far. Ryan Shields outside the Alfred Hospital in Melbourne. Thank you.